It's that age-old problem. You want to see historic aircraft, and you love to buy models. But it's impossible to find an air museum and a fully stocked hobby shop in the same place. Well, my friends, not anymore. Let's take a look at this real gem in Atlantic Canada. Summer vacation with the fam. We usually travel and hang out beside a massive lake, but this year we switched it up and decided to hang out beside a massive ocean in Nova Scotia. Why the change? Well, the little intern has never seen an ocean, let alone swim in one. We also have some family we've never seen and some friends we dearly miss. And, well, Nova Scotia has some pretty amazing things to offer. There are plenty of beaches. There are iconic Canadian sights. The ice cream comes with fog, and there are some interesting things to discover, including this little gem located right across the street from the airport in Halifax. Housed in two buildings with plenty of free parking, the Atlantic Canada Aviation Museum is, to put it simply, a real gift to us airplane nuts. We went bright and early on a Saturday morning and we were treated to an amazing guided tour of the collection, which includes a Harvard, a rebuilt firefighting Avenger, one of the most complete and original CF-5s on display anywhere, a Sabre Mark V, the trusty old CF-100, a sun-tanning Voodoo, a Tracker, a Catalina that just needs a wee bit of restoration, and plenty of others, most of which have been restored to a high standard of completeness or are awaiting that restoration like the Catalina. As you can tell from these shots, the museum is getting rather crowded, but I believe there are some early plans for more space, and Mark, our trusty tour guide, has hopes for additional aircraft in the future. Although I'm very partial to all things Avenger, including the museum's Avenger, I was really impressed with the CF-104. First of all, this plane is the most complete and original Starfire on display. It looks like it just came off the Cold Lake flight line and parked right in the main building. The late pattern camo has kept its wonderful wear, stains, and chips all where they should be. The museum is proud of their zipper, and it's the first plane you run into upon entering the display area. Now, right above it is a replica of the Silver Dart, the first powered airplane in Canada, albeit somewhat slower than the 104. My friendly tour guide pointed out that these two airplanes are only 50 years apart in development, which is about the same amount of time between the CF-18 Hornet and the F-35, and that is a weird thing to think about. The museum features other interesting artifacts such as jet engines and prop engines, weapons, simulators, and some absolutely fantastic artwork. And of course, there are some nicely built scale models of Canadian aircraft, including this very nice Liberator. But speaking of models, most museum gift shops may have a shelf or two of model kits and a rack or two of books, but not this one. Oh boy, this is massive. Just look at all that plastic goodness. Look at it. Entire sections devoted to 72nd, 48th, and 32nd scale airplanes, all types, all eras, all manufacturers. I'll level with you. A few times I had to suppress the urge to giggle and run free. And if all that airplane goodness doesn't float your boat, well, they have boats, as well as rockets and spaceships and tanks. The inventory has been built with purchases from regular distributors as well as through acquisitions and donations. And if you can't make it to the museum, well, they're on Facebook and they'll do mail order. And remember, all proceeds go to the museum, so you get to have your plastic while contributing to the preservation of airplanes. That's a win-win if there ever was one. This just leaves me with a question, and I really want some answers in the comments. Given the volume of these kits, is this an aviation museum featuring a hobby shop? Or is this a hobby shop featuring an aviation museum? So of course, After getting the red carpet treatment from Mike, Dave, and Barry, and seeing the massive collection of models on offer, I just had to get a kit or two. So I decided to get something old and something new. Let me show you. First up, I got this book on the Mitchell for an upcoming PBJ project. Interesting that it was originally purchased from my hometown, so I guess in a way I'm repatriating it. Next up is the Hasegawa F-111A Vietnam. I first ran into the real thing in 2019 when I visited the USAF Museum in Dayton, and it's never left the back of my brain. I'm told this is the best kit of the market, at least until something better comes along. And if I can find the right decals and bang seats, I'll do something really interesting, maybe something based in Thailand during the Vietnam War. As for something new, yeah, I had to go with this ICM A26 Invader. I've seen and read some great things about this kit. It's kind of like a warbird, but you get to do some awesome Vietnam era camo. I'm really looking forward to painting it. Well, that about does it. I hope you liked the tour of the museum, and I'm looking forward to reading your comments. Until next time.